So I decided to do the BMW i8 mainly because it's another supercar. Like, and I don't really have a go-to supercar yet, so I'm trying to figure out what will be my go-to supercar, or just one of the better supercars. And also, this is one of the few cars that I've used, so that I've seen honestly, that you can't open the front door, or you can't open the trunk or the hood. Like, this is one of the few cars that you can't do that in. But yeah, and now to upgrade it. The only thing I know that you can upgrade is the engine, but I don't know what changes that does to the car. Like, that's the only thing I know. That's part of the reason I picked this car, is because it was a supercar, and you could upgrade the engine. But, and as usual, taking an all-wheel drive car to rear-wheel drive is not good. Of course, the 5 is the best. Let's see. Yeah, actually, the stock might be the second best. Like, these engines don't honestly do anything. Like, it might be better to, well, let me see something. Oh, that's probably why right there. The turbo. Let's see, does the 5? Yup. Yeah, this is definitely the best engine, I think. I'll look at the other ones, though. I think this would, let's see, what does this do? Oh, that's actually pretty good. Actually, yeah, I would say all these are better than the stock. I don't know. I was gonna pick the 5, but I think the other one's better. 5.9. I think the 4.8 racing is better, or the 3. Or this one's better, I think. Yeah, I don't think rear-wheel drive is better. Yeah, I think this is the best. 9, 9.2, and 10. I think that's the best. And same as that, pretty much. And this one doesn't do anything to it, really. Yeah, that's actually, the last one's actually the best. I think it's the most expensive too, now that I look at it. Yeah, it definitely is. That's probably why. But yeah, that's definitely the best. Wow. I didn't expect that. So yeah, like, look, this is with no engine upgrades. It's already has great stats so far. I don't like the handling does not look good though. Only problem with cars like this where you can change the engine, and I think it's aspirator is what it's called. Yeah, an aspirator. It just cost a lot of, like, it was already at, I think, 40,000 without any, with just those two things. So that they make the car cost a lot quick. But other than that, it definitely makes the car better though, to be fair, even though it makes the car cost, even though it's a lot more to get it. But I like doing that. It's braking. But before I go any farther, I want to see its braking. Also, there's a lot of suspension options. I don't think that's that good. Its braking also is 7.1. I'm not gonna mess with the suspension. This car looks like it's gonna be very good in a straightaway, and that's about it. But it definitely has a lot more customization options. Also, I got this car off the auction. Ooh. That's a first. That's a first? Wow. That's the first time I've noticed. Okay, now I'm gonna mess with some other things. That's the first time I've seen that happen. To where, that's the first time I've seen a car, like, get worse off of that. Wow, that's a first. Alright, so I want to test it out with the other engine now to see if that'll affect it. If the transmission, the other ones. So right now it's at 9.5, 10, and 10. That's pretty good. And say 2.3, 4.8. Yeah, I'm curious if other engines, the transmission, 260. It's not bad, but I'm curious now if I do this go to transmission, will it actually still make, with that last transmission option, still make it worse? Yeah. Wow. Also, I thought changing the engine would change the suspension. It doesn't. What sucks now is because I did that, I have to go through each and every engine upgrade again. Actually, it doesn't affect the... Yeah, that's yeah, I definitely think this would be a good test right here to see which is best. Because the other one was at 9.5, I think, in 1010. Yeah, this one's the last one's definitely the best. Yeah, it's definitely the best. And I gotta go through the engine upgrades again. Yeah, the car has decent stats. And it's all-wheel drive. Just the handling is not good. At 7.9 and 8.3. But other than that, the rest of the stats are pretty good. And I'm not gonna do suspension. Alright. I don't remember. Oh, I still gotta look at the suspension and stuff. I didn't do that. I didn't forget. The rims, I like the rims on this car. They're different. Definitely different. I'm curious what type of spoiler it'll have, though.
Forza Live, starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I wish spoilers didn't make such a big hit to the top speed. Like, that was 14 miles that did for some handling. I think I'm gonna just stick with this. 90,000. Hopefully it's good. Because if not, that's a whole 80,000 down the drain. Or no, it's closer to like 150. It's not a lot, honestly. It's like 150 down the drain. It's not a ton, but I'd rather have saved it if this car isn't that good. But I don't know. I have faith in it, even though it's on the cheaper end of cars. I think even in the actual store, the car is only worth like 150. I'm not gonna do the Forza-thon thing. I could care less, honestly, right now. But the car in the store was only like 150. The car in the store was only like 150, but I got it from the auction for about half the price, as I get pretty much every car. Alright, let me actually try to make it go. Yeah, I like the rims. I like the rims, like, because they're very unique. Like, I think this is the only car with rims like that. I definitely like them. It feels like it accelerates fast. I'm glad that it's not winter or anything, because that makes this a pain in the ass to do, because every single car slides like terribly, and that's what happens when you don't brake around a turn. I won't blame that on the car. I'll blame that on myself. But yeah, as usual, I'm gonna do the drag test, and then I don't care. I wish there was an option to like opt out of it. Out of Forza's on, or whatever it's called, because it's really annoying, and I could care less most of the time. But yeah, I'm gonna do the same two tests I normally do: the drag race and then the other race. Okay, that's what I get for not braking. All right, this would be a sort of a braking test, because I'm curious. Not terrible. Yeah, as usual, I don't expect it, honestly, with this car. I expect this car to get an 8 point something. It should not be 9, because it has 10 acceleration, and it shouldn't get the max speed anyway. So if it gets a high 8, if it gets above an 8.8, I'll be surprised. But yeah, I like the interior a little bit. Not a ton, but a little bit. Also, does this car not? I don't know if this car has a trunk at all. Because there was no way to open the trunk or the engine. That kind of upsets me a little bit, because I would have liked to seen either or like at least the engine I would have liked to seen. But it doesn't really matter. Alright, and time to see how it does in this test. Pretty sure why are there so many of the same? Like, the car on my left and right are literally the same car. They're the same car. Oh shit, someone's fast. What is that? Okay. And it did a 9.5. That's not good. At all. That's terrible. I don't know how it must be heavy. I'll check before the next race. I don't understand how this car I don't know how it got so far behind, because it has 10 acceleration. Like, and very little wheel spin. I don't understand. That's not good for me. That's not. I don't like that. That's not good. That's already a bad sign for this car. Oh shit. That's already a bad sign for this car because every other, I think most of the other supercars gets under a 9. Oh, I hit B. I was wondering which would take priority because I hit both A and B. It's light. Yeah, I don't know why it. I don't know why it did that. I did so slow. Yeah, that's not a good sign if the car is that slow and a drag rate, like acceleration wise, and the car has bad handling and braking. Well, I can see why it was like retail 150. It's not good. Also, the tail, it looks weird. That little like thing above the tail lights, how it's just like an empty, I don't know, it looks weird. Like they try to make the car lighter by making that. Like I'll zoom in. I'll try to show it a little bit at the beginning of the race. But like right above the tail lights, it's like hollow. Where they like you see how like they like curved in on the back. Like it's kind of weird to me. I don't know. I don't really like that. But I don't know. The rest of the car I like. Appearance wise. Handling, considering the handling was I think like a 7. It's not a good start. Also, it's sliding a little bit. Kind of, I can see why. Yeah, this is not a great car. This is definitely not a great car for. Definitely not a great supercar, honestly. Like it's sliding, and it's all-wheel drive. I don't understand why it's sliding so much for a car that's all-wheel drive and should have good traction. And it's not even raining or anything. Like I don't know. But I can definitely see why it's 150 though. I can see why it's so cheap of a car. But I'm worried about this car. That's sort of what I was about to get to. I'm kind of worried about it in spots where it's like a straightaway. Close enough. I don't care enough. I'm worried about this car if there's a straightaway and then a spot where you have to brake and make a sharp turn, because I don't think it'll be able to do it. And plus, even if it brakes, I don't think it'll have enough acceleration like this right here. This is stuff like that is what I'm worried about. And that wasn't even a sharp turn. And then it doesn't have fast enough acceleration like to keep up. But that's weird. It's still weird to me how the turbo, the big last turbo option makes the car worse. That's weird to me. Like, why does that last option? Like, why does me getting control of full transmission tuning or full gear shifting control and tuning make the car so much worse? Like, it dropped it down like 2 or 3 points out of 10, which is like 20 to 30%. I don't understand why that does that. And to me, like, you'll have to do a lot of fiddling to like make it good. But I'd feel like if you know what you're doing when it comes to tuning cars, you'll be able to do it. So yeah, I don't know. I look at the other supercars I have, but I don't think I would pick it over them. Let's see. Also, the thing I noticed in the race, and I'm gonna see if it does it now before I actually say it, but it got to a certain point, and then it felt like it. Let's see. Yeah, like it doesn't. Yeah, it just doesn't accelerate well. Yeah, for 10 acceleration, it takes a very long time for this car to get to 200 or even close to 200. Like, look how long it takes. Like, look, still going. Oh, we finally hit 190. Oh, wait for it. 200. Like, it took way too long. And the top speed's 260. Like, I don't understand why it took so long to get to 200. And the top speed's 260. What? Yeah, I'm gonna look at some of the other supercars I have, but I don't think I would pick this over the other. I don't think I would pick this over my other supercars. Also, I'm gonna do the wheel after I look at my supercars, my other ones. I'm gonna do the wheel spin, and hopefully I can get like a Forza edition car, or one of the cars that you can only get from wheel spins. Alright, let's see. Let's see. I think it's a modern supercar. Yeah, it is. Like, I don't understand. Like, 9.9. Like 10. Yeah, I'll definitely pick either of these. Also, I don't understand why this one is. I don't understand why this one is cheaper, because this one's better. When fully upgraded, this one's better. Yeah, I would not pick that. When I have something like this, I would not pick that. And this is only 200,000 more. I would definitely. I think this is still my favorite supercar. I do like that one though. That's probably a close second. Yeah. I do want to upgrade this though. I might do that next. But yeah, I wouldn't pick that car. I wouldn't pick this car personally. I would pick some of the other supercars before this, just because they're slightly more money, but they're, to me, definitely worth the money versus wasting 150 or however much you get it from the auction. I got it from 477. I don't think this car is worth it, honestly. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy it.